Welcome to 845 Sports Nation. This is Matt Lawrence along with Ed Estrada for tonight's game, featuring the visiting Valley Central Vikings and the Middletown Middies. This is our second game of the week. Ed, proves to be an interesting matchup. You have a Viking team looking to try to establish an identity, and you have a Middletown team looking to rebound after a tough loss. Yeah,
and it's going to start to get real exciting here on 845 Sports Nation. As we move into sectional play, we had the game Middletown against Green Tech, which was an out-of-the-area game, but now things get really tight now during sectional time period. The Middy Bears have done well so far in the section. They're 5-1. Their only loss coming to an undefeated Warwick team. And as you mentioned, Matt, this Valley Central team, after winning only 2 games last year, are now 5-3. One of their losses to an undefeated Warwick team, so a very vastly improved Viking team tonight.
So it's going to be interesting. Again, as we said, you're going to have Middletown looking to come back and prove themselves. They don't have one of their starters coming back from this Green Tech, and the big man really tested last game. Let's see. And he played the entire game, so let's see what his legs are 48 hours later. You're going to come back with some interviews with the coaches, both coaches, before tip-off.
Absolutely. We'll have head coach Frank Nutt for the Vikings, and for Middletown, head coach Mr. Jim Kelly. So, as we take a look at this matchup, I think it's going to end up being a close ball game. Middletown lost to Warwick as well this year, so those are the common opponents. And Valley Central, in addition to that loss to Warwick, their other loss was to Monroe-Woodbury, and another close matchup. They lost 62-58. And as you mentioned, the Middy Bears are all about Ziad Nadanki and Chris Gomez. And for Valley Central, it's all about Rayshawn Johnson and Jarrell Taylor.
Well, as you said, coming from a season where you only have 1 or 2 wins coming this year, they're looking to establish themselves. This is the time to do it. So Jim Kelly's team playing a very big, hard schedule now coming into the meat of Section 9. I think we said it in the post game in our last game. Now is when you establish an identity, and now is when you make or break when you're going to get to the post game or not.
Absolutely. So we're going to take a break here and bring the coaches on over for some quick interviews. Ed Estrada and Matt Lawrence on 845 Sports Nation. Welcome back to Middletown High School. Ed Estrada and Matt Lawrence bringing you all the action on 845 Sports Nation. We have Valley Central head coach Frank Nutt with us. And coach, it's been quite a turnaround for the Vikings this year. After only winning 2 games last year, they've rebounded nicely. Tell us a little bit about the difference between the 2 teams.
Yeah, I mean, the difference is Rayshawn Johnson. Last year he was out the entire season with a shoulder injury. I mean, he's our guy. Yesterday he was named McDonald's All-American nominee. Averaged 16 points as a freshman, 21 points as a sophomore, and he missed his entire junior year. So for us, it's having him back, pairing him with Jarrell Taylor.
I was just going to say, Jarrell Taylor provides him with some additional support as well.
For sure. Last year he had no one really to help him carry the ball, and now the 2 of them can play off each other, and it's really hard to double one of them or send the entire focus of the defense on one, so, you can just kind of throw it to the other one, so it's helpful.
And looking at the schedule, you've played a lot of close games with the exception of the Lord's matchup, including just a 3-point loss against an undefeated Warwick team that's run roughshots so far through Section 9. Tell us a little bit about the character of your team playing in these close ball games.
Yeah, I mean, for us it comes down to execution. If we can execute and we can run through our stuff and then obviously execute defensively, I mean, it's very helpful. And we have a good team that executes well. So, for us, that's the key.
Great. Thank you very much, Coach Nutt.
Appreciate you.
Good luck tonight.
We're
going to take a break here on 845 Sports Nation, and we'll have Jim Kelly right after the break.
Thanks.
Today's game sponsored by Upstate Electric, specializing in electrical construction and maintenance. Our management team has over 130 years experience in the construction industry. From commercial to infrastructure, we perform at every level. A member of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, we are bonded and insured to do business throughout New York State. So the next time you're in need of electrical work, big or small, give us a call. Upstate Electric 845-565-2026, a certified women's business enterprise.
Back here at Middletown High School on 845 Sports Nation, Ed Estrada, Matt Lawrence, and now we have Jim Kelly, the head coach for Middletown High School. And coach, a tough, close loss to Green Tech, but now your focus switched to sectional play, where the Middy Bears so far are 5-1 on the year, the only loss to an undefeated Warwick team right now. So tell us your mindset coming into a very big 4-game stretch that starts with Valley Central tonight and ends with Newburgh next week.
We just have to relax and make some shots. I mean, we're playing good defense, but we just really can't throw it in the ocean right now. You know, Ziad is doing what he has to do, and Chris, but we need help from the bench. We need help from the other starters, and we have to score the ball.
And what's your message to the team in regards to turnovers? There was a lot of turnovers early on. It was kind of like a sloppy game with Green Tech, both sides, early on. That kind of probably prevented the Middy Bears from pulling out that victory on Tuesday.
Yeah, not only the turnovers, but the shot selection. You know, we have a 6'9", 6'10", you know, inside, and I don't think we get them the ball enough. And, you know, against Green Tech, their big guy fouls out with 5 minutes left, and we don't throw the ball inside once. Our basketball IQs have got to be higher. We've got to, you know, work the ball around and get it inside and take better shots.
And what's your message this evening against a Valley Central team that won 2 games last year and are vastly improved this year, with Rayshawn Johnson being the difference for them?
Rayshawn is one of the best players in Section 9, in my opinion, one of the best players in New York State. Yeah, we have to always know where he is on the floor. He can shoot it, he can drive it, he defends. I love the kid. He was great in our summer league. We're going to have to really know where he is at all times.
Great. Thanks a lot, Coach Kelly. We're going to head on over to a break here on 845 Sports Nation.
Looking for exceptional yet affordable live streaming services for your corporate or sports event? Then we've got you covered. At New View Multimedia, we specialize in live streaming and photography services that are designed to make your event a success. Utilizing the latest technology, we ensure that your live video reaches your audience in the highest quality, no matter where they watch. And with our beautiful editing and incredibly fast turnaround times, we ensure you can quickly market your product with confidence. Just visit newviewmultimedia.com today to learn more about how our customized solutions can work for you.
Back here at Middletown High School, Ed Estrada, along with Matt Lawrence, John Ryan on camera, and Mr. Ed Diller. And Mr. Ed Diller with our production here at Middletown High School as we prepare for our matchup between Valley Central and Middletown. We're going to head out to a break here as we do the opening messages here at Middletown High School. Once again, you're watching Middletown Valley Central here on 845 Sports Nation.
Today's game sponsored by Upstate Electric.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
I wasn't sure, and then I realized,
get us out for the anthem.
As soon as I heard Shuko, I'm like, I knew that was coming up.
30 years experience in the construction industry. From commercial
That
to
didn't go bad.
infrastructure, we perform at
Didn't go
every
great.
level. A member of the International
The
Brotherhood of
cheerleader part was
Electrical
not
Workers.
really very good.
We are bonded and
Well,
insured
it was
to
first
do
time.
business throughout New York
So
State.
next time when we have them
So
come
the
off
next
there,
time
we'll have
you're
them
in
come
need
all
of
the way to the
electrical work,
camera.
Gotta come up
big
here.
or
As well,
small,
even
give
as
us
they're
a call.
finishing, if they want to
Upstate
stunt,
Electric,
come down,
845
Do the stunt, then come up
and then
here.
come right up to the camera.
2026,
Yep.
A certified women's business enterprise.
Trial and error.
Looking for exceptional
Oh, we
yet
got it now, so
affordable
it'll be
live
good
streaming
next time.
services
Yeah,
for
yeah.
your corporate or sports event? Then we've got you covered. At New View Multimedia, we specialize in live streaming and photography services that are designed to make your event a success. Utilizing the latest technology, we ensure that your live video reaches your audience in the highest quality, no matter where they watch. And with our beautiful editing and incredibly fast turnaround times, we ensure you can quickly market your product with confidence. Just visit newviewmultimedia.com today to learn more about how our customized solutions can work for you.
Back here at Middletown High School, Ed Estrada and Matt Lawrence bringing you all the action here on 845 Sports Nation. As we have in the background, Jeff Shuko with our starting lineups. He's the public address announcer here at Middletown High School. And introducing now the roster for the Valley Central Vikings. There you see number 12, Jarrell Taylor, followed by number 13, Rayshawn Johnson. 15 is Kai Hugh. Number 20, Tyler Persad, and number 33, Sean Magby for the 5-3 Valley Central Vikings. The Vikings come in with, they started out the year 4-1 with wins over Port Jervis, Minnesink, Washingtonville, and Newburgh before they lost to Monroe Woodbury 62-58. They have lost 2 of their last 3 to Lourdes and Warwick before beating Burke Catholic on Tuesday 53-51. And now you hear the starting lineups for Middletown. Chris Cruz, number 1, with a big game on Tuesday.
The Cruz Missile.
The Cruz Missiles. Number 4, Mike Culver. He'll be one of the point guards. 3 point guards for this Middletown team typically, but today they have Gustavo Cabrera, number 15, number 30, Mike Fullerton, and number 33, Ziad Nadanki. The difference between tonight and Tuesday night is Jairus Cody not starting this evening.
And not available tonight.
And not available tonight as well. So Middletown comes into this game 5-5. They are 2-0 in the conference. So they have a leg up, but a big 4-game stretch for the Middy Bears as they take on VC tonight, Monroe on Saturday, Kingston next Tuesday, and then Newburgh Free Academy. So a big 4-game stretch for Middletown.
And right now, Ed, both teams preparing to come out. We usually see in the first 2 to 3 minutes of the game, we usually see like a chess match. Who does what? We heard from our pregame interviews, Rayshawn Johnson from both coaches, not just from Frank Nutt, but from Jim Kelly. Thinks he's one of the best players in the state, not just here in Section 9.
Frank Nutt mentioned he's a McDonald's All-American now, so definitely you're going to see some talent here this evening. A nice little crowd here for both Valley Central and Middletown. The Middy Bears, as I mentioned, 5-5 on the year overall, but 4 of those 5 losses to teams out of the region. They are 5-1 in sectional play here in Section 9. The 1 loss to Warwick, who so far has started the year 10-0. So you're going to see, I'm going to hand it off to Mr. Matt Lawrence here for our play-by-play.
So here we go. Our big men getting ready to jump the ball off at midcourt. Nadanki, as we thought, the 6'8 senior, controls it right away inside to number 15, Gustavo Cabrera, for the first 2 points of the game.
Middletown doing a nice job setting up on offense before Valley Central got a chance to rest, and the Middy Bears start defensively in a 2-3.
Unless there's any rust or a little bit of tired going on, maybe a little bit of slack for Middletown, the Green Tech game the other night is exactly what they needed. At least it's what Nadanki needed. And the 2-point jumper on the baseline, the freshman, number 33, Sean Magby. Magby showing a nice touch on that baseline for the Vikings.
And like Green Tech did on Tuesday, a loose press for Valley Central before they settle back in their own 2-3.
Long jumper by Cruz, no good. He hit the first one on Tuesday night. Here comes Johnson. Johnson, number 13 for the Vikings. Keep your eye on him. Middletown well aware of what Johnson can do. 3-point jumper, no good. Rebound, the freshman.
Good job by Mabry so far early on as the freshman coming in, and they're going to call a travel against Valley Central. So a nice job, though, for Valley Central moving the ball along the perimeter, which is what you want to do in a 2-3. And they tried to poke that Middletown defense by getting it to the free throw line, but they couldn't convert after the turnover on the travel.
And a little bit of a pressure, 1-2-2, a 1-2-2 full court press by the Vikings. A little bit soft, but they want to see if they can steal an errant pass here or there or just force some pressure. Lots of eyes on this game if you're in section, not just from the spectators, but from coaches as well. These two teams, very good teams. Now you're going to get
a Valley Central foul on number 20. That's going to be against Tyler Persad. It's going to be his first and the team's first of the half. Our officials this evening, Mike Bernstein, Dale Lynch, and Mike Siegel. Again, an experienced crew.
Very
in Section
experienced
9.
crew here. One of the better in Section 9. And there he is right there, the big man, going up and catches the foul. That's going to be number 2, I believe.
And count the basket for Ziad.
It may be on Prasad. It sure is. That's his second foul in about 10 seconds. He's got a sub coming in for him, number 23, Donovan Davis. The last thing you want to do is get in foul trouble against Nadanki. We saw the other night Nadanki plays the entire first quarter, no fouls. Very disciplined player. Ziad usually good on his first shot. He doesn't get a chance to do one tonight.
That's what you want, three-point play, so you don't have to take a second.
So 5-2, courtesy of a three-point play by the big man, Ziad Nadanki. We haven't seen Rayshawn yet. There's a long jumper for Valley Central, no good. Rebound, Cabrera.
Crowd continues to foul in here at Middletown High School, known as the Bear Cave.
The Bear Cave. Cruz with the ball. Good defense by Valley Central, keeping it out there, trying to get that 5-second count by Mr. Siegel, our official.
And they've come out of the zone, now man-to-man.
Culver dishes it off. Outside, falls short, rebound, Valley Central.
Both
Kicks it
teams
out.
having issues shooting from the perimeter here early on.
Yeah, Taylor gets it up to the point. Into Johnson's hand. Intercepted, recovered again by Valley Central. Johnson with the ball at the point. Johnson will take it from there. Long three-pointer off the glass.
Banker,
Did he call it?
I don't think he called it. So.
Well, you work at the bank, so you know.
But that time, a little bit of a mistake defensively. Mike Culver sagged down towards the free throw line. And you got to recognize that Rayshawn Johnson, if he's got some space, he's going to shoot the basketball.
Conversely, though, I will agree to this. I'd rather have him beat me 20 feet away from the basket than drive into it.
Absolutely.
So the 3 points has tied it up. Nadanki gets a three-point play. Johnson comes down, matches it with a 3 off the glass. And we're going to get another foul, except this time I think it's going to be against Nadanki. Looks like they're going at each other early, a little physical, and the referees want to clean it up. So it's Ziad Nadanki's first foul, and it's the first team foul against the Middies.
Trying to set a screen there to give Cruz an opportunity at a three-point shot, but was moving.
Johnson looked like he's coming around the baseline to get the ball. Cabrera steps out to take away that lane. Johnson from the corner, three-point jumper, good. Rayshawn Johnson, 2 threes in a row, and now Valley Central with an 8-5 lead. Culver brings the ball up over midcourt. Nice pass off to Cabrera. He saves it, looks for Nadanki inside. Nadanki with a great move, goes up, gets his own rebound, and now we have a jump ball and possession. Will go to Valley Central.
Yeah, Coach Kelly not happy. No call was called. He thought Nadanki was wrapped
To
as
get
he went
the
up
jump
for
ball.
his first shot.
Yep. And that's okay. You'll take a head coach yelling at you all day long because they have a vested interest in the game. Valley Central looking to increase the three-point lead. You can't leave Johnson open. We know he can shoot the ball, creates his own shot. No good. The rebound, VC. No good again. Rebound again, and a block by Nadanki. Great defense by both teams so far.
And a good job by Nadanki reacting. Every time the ball went up, he was there to either alter the shot or block the shot, and Middletown eventually gets possession.
And one of the things about Nadanki that you notice is that when he plays defense, his hands go straight up in the air. He's not really worried about blocking. At 6'8", he knows he can alter a shot. Nadanki knocks the ball out of bounds.
And you heard Coach Kelly in the pregame talk about that sometimes they don't feed Nadanki often enough on offense. And
well,
so
we
he
saw
can't
him
be happy with those quick
and
shots.
we saw him calling for the ball early on in Green Tech. He was looking for that ball, and he's correct about that. Let's see if they correct it. They've had a couple days since that Green Tech game. Cruz with the long jumper. No good off the glass. Nadanki tries to get it down. Quick hands. Here comes Johnson.
Middletown still in the 2-3 defensively.
Taylor staying up top, looking to distribute the ball. Couldn't quite catch it. Number 23, Donovan Davis. Culver back for Middletown, brings it to the point, looks to take the jumper, no good. Nadanki gets the rebound, throws it off Middletown. They get a new 35 with 3:26 left to play.
But again, another quick shot by Middletown, not allowing your big guy to get down low and start asking for the basketball.
And clearly, VC's big man holding up against Nadanki, but nowhere near as big as what he played the other night against Green Tech. He gave up about 30, 40 pounds. And very similar in size. Nadanki he's looking to post up, trying to get him the ball. He's got great footwork and good defense by Davis. Davis with the hands straight up. Doesn't matter if any contact, as long as your hands are straight up. Johnson with the long three, no good. Rebound, Cabrera.
Both teams a little cold here over the last couple of minutes since that last Rayshawn Johnson three-pointer that gave VC the 8-5 lead.
Taylor with the defense on Cruz. Culver with the ball now, looking inside, trying to get Cruz off the screen. Great defense there. Cabrera looking to spin. Nice pass to Nadanki. Up, it tries to dunk it with two hands. Does not get it.
And then it becomes offensive interference once he had the hands on the rim and the ball was bouncing around.
Correct. Offensive interference.
But that time you got to like what Middletown did offensively. Cabrera drew the defense to himself and found him wide open. You know, 9 times out of 10, that's going to be a conversion for Middletown.
And what we didn't see in the game 2 days ago is Nadanki's now on the bench. He just got a substitute for him. Going to save him a little bit, make sure his legs are good. He's not even 48 hours after
I'm sure
Tuesday
Coach
night's
Kelly's
game.
not too happy with the dunk attempts. With an easy layup with 2
Yeah,
points.
but you know what, though? You got to give it to them. They are high school
agree.
kids. And that is a moving screen on Donovan Davis. He's going to get called for that. So for Davis, his first, and Valley Central's 4th team foul.
Now, they do have 14 fouls up there for Valley Central. I only have 3, but
Myself as well.
yeah, we'll try to figure that one out at halftime or between periods. So we've been stuck at 8-5 here for about 3 minutes now. And Middletown in it having some offensive struggles here. Number 22 comes into the ball game, Giovanni Barenfind. And he replaces Mike Fullerton, who was in because of the absence of Jairus Cody.
So Culver still remains the man to take the ball up. Cruz on the sideline, trying to get it back to Culver. Got to get it across the 10-second line, which they do. Looking inside now, it's 5 against 5 with no big man dominant. Great steal.
It was a reach by Rayshawn Johnson. Just got a little bit too much of
And it wasn't the original steal. It was the push the ball away and then get the guy out of the way. So Johnson with a great move. It's a veteran move. So Johnson's first foul. But, you know, it's funny when you were talking to Coach Frank Nutt at the beginning of the game, you were like, you only won 1 or 2 games last year. The big turnaround. He said 2
right
words.
Away.
Rayshawn Johnson.
And a lot of people might not have realized Rayshawn Johnson was out all year long with an injury last year. Otherwise, we'd be having even a different conversation about last year's Vikings.
Correct.
Still man-to-man. That's been giving Middletown some trouble defensively.
Cruz looking to feed that ball inside. Can't get it in. Culver with 15 seconds on the shot, trying to create a shot. Great defense by the Vikings
and
with
you don't
10.
have Nadanki to get the ball to this time.
Going to have to look to get the ball. A nice outside jumper. Culver goes up. Running one-hander, no good. Rebound, no good. Rebound again. Culver with the rebound. It falls out again.
That ball just does not want to go down in that basket for Middletown.
Armando Perez with the rebound. Gets it out to Johnson out on the wing. Johnson to the top of the key. Taylor with the pass. Jarrell Taylor pretty much handling the point. Johnson creates his own shot in the lane. No good. Tries to follow the shot. Tapped out. Last touch by Middletown. 1:12 left to go in our first quarter. Still 8-5.
Yeah, 3 opportunities for Middletown offensively, and you can't blame them because the ball was down halfway through the net on at least 2 of those shots.
They had the same problem in the second quarter against Green Tech in the same basket. So here we go, Valley Central ball. Good read by Rayshawn Johnson. Comes right in, and now they're going to get 2.
And as Rayshawn Johnson goes to the line after the foul, this free throw attempts Brought to you by Upstate Electric, specializing in commercial construction maintenance with over 130 years of experience. Member of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers and a certified women's enterprise. Give them a call at 845-565-2026 or visit them on the web at upstateelectricny.com.
So Johnson makes his first. It's the first point in about 3.5 minutes. He makes his second as well. Rayshawn Johnson with 2 threes and 2 foul shots.
He's got 8 of the 10 points for the Vikings.
And you can't let that get out of hand. And right now, we're taking out a timeout by the Valley Central Vikings. And we're going to go to commercial. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Today's game sponsored by Upstate Electric, specializing in electrical construction and maintenance. Our management team has over 130 years experience in the construction industry. From commercial to infrastructure, we perform at every level. A member of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, we are bonded and insured to do business throughout New York State. So the next time you're in need of electrical work, big or small, give us a call. Upstate Electric 845-565-2026, a certified women's business enterprise.
Back live at Middletown High School for the end of our first period. 1:11 left to go. A 5-point lead by Valley Central, 10-5 over the Middies. Again, 1:11 left to go in the first quarter. Middletown ball. Cruz with the ball, gets it over midcourt. He gets it to Brandon Spencer. Culver to the basket, a nice block by number 23, Donovan Davis. Johnson with the ball, he goes right and left, nice spin move. And it's a travel call against Rayshawn Johnson. A great move, spin move, but I'll tell you what, Mike Culver looked like he knew exactly what he was going to do. Culver shifted on the spin and caused the travel. Middletown going to try and cut into this lead with under a minute left to go. They want to get it down. It's double right now, 10-5.
And these Vikings defensively showing very quick hands here. And Middletown hasn't
Armando Perez
adjusted.
And he's giving Mike Culver everything he can on defense. Cruz back to the corner. Looks to set up for the 3. That's the difference right now between the first quarter. Middletown not making their fouls. Not making their jump shots. Wide open shots a few times. They're just not knocking them down, or they're just not getting the roll. So Donovan Davis picks up his second foul. And that could come into, Ed, that could come into play, this foul trouble.
Only the first quarter, and they have 6 fouls.
Yeah.
So Middletown's going to spend most of the first half at the free throw line if they take it right to the basket.
And the problem is 2 of your bigs have 2 fouls apiece. Who's going to guard Nadanki if it goes out?
And finally, Brandon Spencer breaks the Middletown scoring drought, which probably was about at least 5 minutes here in the first quarter.
So Middletown unable to knock any jump shots down, and then some of the layups have been going off the rim or off the glass with a funny spin and coming out. 10-7, under 30 seconds, no shot clock in play here. Valley Central can cut it down for the last shot of the quarter.
Not calling for just 1 shot.
Look for Johnson. He's in the opposite corner. Jarrell Taylor still with the ball.
Spencer doing a
6
nice
seconds.
job on Johnson down low.
Almost threw it away. And it's an illegal screen.
I believe so. That's going to be against number 20, Tyler Persaud. That's going to be his 3rd. And they don't go to the line because of the fact that it's I think we're going to go through it's going to be a timeout on the floor.
We're going to stay right here. And just a reminder that
And they're trying to decide if this is a one-on-one. Now, offensive fouls are not on the free throw line. However, this was an illegal pick.
Still an offensive foul. Still a possession foul. So they will not be shooting.
So here in the first quarter, going to let you do a couple of sponsorship reads here.
So the Alcohol and Drug Abuse Council of Orange County is dedicated to addressing the public health crisis of alcohol and other drug dependence. For information about our prevention, recovery, or family support services, visit adacinfo.com or call 754-673-5903. and Vesuvio's Restaurant at Vesuvio's. Our mission is to provide our customers with impeccable service through our graciousness, warmth, professionalism, and integrity in our work. You can reach Vesuvio's Restaurant by calling 845-565-3199. They are located at 300 DuPont Avenue in Newburgh, New York, or you can visit them on the web at Vesuvio's Restaurante, that is RISTORANTE.com. Ed, 2.9 left. 3-point lead for Middletown, looking to cut right into it. Nadanki loses the ball. Johnson grabs the loose one, goes for the shot, and at the end of the first quarter, that was close.
Good awareness.
That was close. Good basketball IQ there. So 10-7 at the end of one. We'll be right back on 845 Sports Nation.
Looking for exceptional yet affordable live streaming services for your corporate or sports event? Then we've got you covered. At New View Multimedia, we specialize in live streaming and photography services that are designed to make your event a success. Utilizing the latest technology, we ensure that your live video reaches your audience in the highest quality, no matter where they watch. And with our beautiful editing and incredibly fast turnaround times, we ensure you can quickly market your product with confidence. Just visit newviewmultimedia.com today to learn more about how our customized solutions can work for you.
Ed Estrada, Matt Lawrence, Ed Diller, and John Ryan bringing you all the action here at Middletown High School as the Vikings have a 10-7 lead over Middletown at the end of the first quarter. Looking to broadcast your local sporting or corporate event? New View Multimedia is the Hudson Valley's leader in streaming and photography. Visit newviewmultimedia.com for more information on making your next event a success. And for the best tasting cakes and pies in the Hudson Valley, visit cakesn, that's the letter N, pies.com, or email the cake lady at cakesandpies.com. Take it away, Matt.
Second quarter, 10-7 with a Viking lead. Middletown, I would say, not just losing, very fortunate right now. A lot of the shots did not go in. Many of the shots either in and out or off the mark coming from three-point. Cruz hasn't been able to connect yet the way he did against Green Tech on Tuesday night. So let's see if they can right the ship. This was their bad quarter. See if they can right the second quarter. Against Green Tech, they were leading after the first, Ed.
5 of Middletown's initial points were against the zone, and a good start here in the second half finding the big guy.
And as you said at the beginning of the game, you got to find a way to feed them. Right now, both of their big men are in foul trouble, so they're going to be sitting on the bench. Nadanki can take full advantage of that. Culver, very aware of a pass trying to go to Johnson, steals the ball from Middletown, gets the ball back, brings it to the top of the key. Nadanki with a nice move, loses his balance. Johnson gets the ball. Looks like he's going to come down, go against Culver. The foul and the basket. Rayshon Johnson scores the basket, the foul. On number 4, Mike Culver, his first personal and the team's third foul. Johnson scores the hoop. He's going to go to try and complete a three-point play.
He's got 10 of the 12. Dedicated to addressing the public health crisis of alcohol and other drug dependence. For information about our prevention, recovery, or family support services, visit adacinfo.com or call 754-673-5903. That's the Alcohol and Drug Abuse Council of Orange County.
7:09 left to go. The ball thrown away by the Middies. Valley Central with a three-point lead following that made basket. Jarrell Taylor most of the dribbling. And Jimmy Kelly screaming for a carry. Taylor looked like he was about to pass the ball and then picked the ball back up. Got away with one there. To the top of the key. Long three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Valley Central's number 20, Tyler Persaud. Johnson gets the ball again. Three-point jumper. Really high off the back of the rim.
Couple of shots there by Jason Murphy, couldn't convert for the Vikings.
Sounds like he's a big shooter, though, kind of like Cruz. Has a big following on his own bench. And we're going to get another foul.
Nadanki getting rewarded at the free throw line.
And now that's going to go against number 20.
That's number 4 already on Persad. 2 shots for Nadanki.
Coach Frank Nutt is beside himself
And
right now.
as he goes to the free throw line, we want to talk about Upstate Electric, specializing in commercial construction and maintenance. With over 130 years of experience, they're a member of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers and a certified women's enterprise. Give them a call at 845-565-2026 or visit them on the web at upstateelectricny.com.
So Nadanki misses his first. Coming back into the game.
Couple of changes here for the Vikings. Number 23, Donovan Davis, and number 15, Kai Hugh.
And Davis comes in with 2 fouls, replacing a man who has 4 fouls. So they're in trouble against Nadanki if they don't get Nadanki in foul trouble.
One name we haven't heard about, and he's scored a lot of points in support of Rayshawn Johnson, is Jarrell Taylor so far. He's not scored a point here in the first half.
No, he's looked like he's taking the duties up on top of the key and distributing the ball rather than looking to go offensive here. Maybe that could change, especially if the big men continue to get into foul trouble.
Yeah, and eventually, though,
he's going to have
Johnson's going to need some support.
Yeah, he's going to have to score. Johnson looking to post in the middle. They have a double post, one on the top of the key and one down low. Long jumper, as you just called it, and there it is. There it is. You put it in the air, Ed, put it in the universe, and a 3-point jumper by Jarrell Taylor. Nice pass. Brandon Spencer goes to the basket. Valley Central can't believe it's going to be a foul against them. They have 9 called against them so far. And it's a block foul against number 10, Baker. I'm sorry, against number 10 for Valley Central, Jason Murphy.
So the next foul will be number 10, which means Middletown will be in the double bonus. These are for 2 shots anyway.
Spencer.
And at Vesuvio's restaurant, our mission is to provide our customers with impeccable service through our graciousness, warmth, professionalism, and integrity in our work. They're a family-owned and operated restaurant offering affordable traditional Italian cuisine inspired by authentic Italian recipes. You can reach Vesuvio's Restaurante by calling 845-565-3199. They're located at 300 DuPont Avenue in Newburgh. Visit them on the web at Vesuvio's, RISTORANTE.com.
So Spencer, both good. 15-12. It's a 3-point lead for the Vikings. Johnson with the ball. Gives it back to Taylor.
Middletown's been in the 2-3 almost the entire first half.
Yeah, Taylor can shoot it. So can Johnson. Really long out there. They gave him a good look, and he gets the favorable bounce.
That's the shooters always get the favorable bounce.
So Johnson with a 3-pointer. He has 5 in this second quarter. Nice block by Johnson.
Valley Central crowd really liking what they're seeing so far.
Taylor with a great stutter step. Nice pass inside. Nadanki takes the ball away.
And that time, Kai Hughes should have recognized they were going to sag down, expecting him to pass the ball, which is what he did. He had an open jumper there within 6 feet of the basket.
So Brandon Spencer picks up his first foul on the reach. Team foul number 4 on the Middies. Valley Central ball. Johnson takes the ball out. They're going to look to try and get it back to Taylor. Jarrell Taylor just knocked down a 3 about a minute ago. Wide open inside. Doesn't get the back. Gets his own rebound, though. Number 33, Sean Magby.
No help underneath on the offensive rebound.
He took a wide open shot, came in, got a wide open rebound, and then put up a wide open layup. Lucky he didn't pick up his 3rd foul. That was good defense, but way to pull up.
Now an 8-point lead extended here by Valley Central. Middletown really having difficulty on the offensive end.
That's what they need. Chris Cruz with his first 2 of the game comes with 4:06 left to go in the first half.
He had 16 in that last game on Tuesday, so they definitely need his offense.
And he had a couple of huge 3-pointers in the first half. The steal by number 13, Rayshawn Johnson, and 2 points as well, up to an 8-point lead, 22-14.
We saw Ziad take a couple of 3-point attempts in the last game. This time he drives it. And the fouls keep mounting up for the Vikings despite the lead.
They keep trying to go at Nadanki instead of trying to take the charge. I don't know if I want to take a charge from Nadanki.
And for Magby, that's his second. And the team's 10th. As we said, they'll be in double bonus the rest of the way. And once again, looking to broadcast your local sporting or corporate event, New View Multimedia is the Hudson Valley's leader in streaming and photography. Visit newviewmultimedia.com for more information on making your next event a success.
Nadanki's first goes in the first quarter. He completed a three-point play. The last time he was at the line, missed them both.
And so back into the ball game for Middletown, number 15, Gustavo Cabrera, and Mike Fullerton, number 30.
So Jim Kelly giving his starters rest, getting them back into the game. It was an 8-point. We're down to 7 now. Nadanki looking to get it, gets the favorable roll. And now we're back down to a 6-point game, 22-16, 3:35 left to go in this first half. Johnson looking to distribute the ball. Taylor looks like he's out, getting a little bit of a breather with 3:25. Cruz with the steal. He's going to take Johnson to the basket. Johnson knocks it out of bounds, and it'll be Middletown ball.
Chris Cruz becoming more active here in the second quarter, and that's kind of sparked Middletown a little bit more offensively here in the last minute or so.
If Cruz can start shooting from the outside, it's going to open up Nadanki, because right now they're just collapsing on Nadanki. They're double teaming him. They don't want to give him the ball.
And that's the difference in the ball game. Middletown doesn't have a single three yet. And
Nor from the outside.
Valley Central has 4.
Yeah, and they're not connecting from the outside. The farthest shot that they're connecting from is a 15-foot free throw. So, again, you had a game less than 48 hours ago, took you all the way until the last second against Green Tech, and Nadanki didn't go out the entire game. Could weigh a little bit on them until they open up and maybe the middle to the end, or to the end of the second quarter.
Though he
maybe
did get
into the
some
third.
rest in the first quarter a little bit.
Today?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're going to call held ball. That's going to get switched over to Valley Central. Surprised they didn't call a timeout while he was on the ground.
We were all looking for it. We were looking at the bench. We were looking at the official.
Even the crowd kind of got quiet, waiting to hear the words timeout, and they never came.
That was a Scooby-Doo moment. So Valley Central ball. They get the ball after a jump ball. Middletown recovered the ball, but Valley Central owns the possession. Trying to get the ball inbounds, get it into Murphy. And stolen by the Middies.
Well,
right back.
We had a great angle on that. We could telegraph that steal.
Kai Hugh comes in, a nice basket.
All of a sudden, we talked about Jarrell Taylor's gotten hot the last couple of minutes.
He didn't need to get hot, and now he does.
Boy, nice
to the
move.
basket. Really nice move. And there's the charge. There's the charge you're looking for. Murphy stands in as Nadanki comes down.
That's number 2 on Ziad.
Yeah, when he comes down, he lands on his feet, takes an extra step, and Murphy's just standing right there. That's one of the reasons they got rid of that rule in college basketball, because when somebody's driving to the basket, all you have to do is stand underneath the rim. You can get a charge anytime.
It's a little rough when they're standing, though, right underneath the rim.
That's that's why they took it. That's why they have that little curve in college, so you can't stand there. Somebody goes up for a dunk, you could get a charge
and
every
even
time.
though it's not here in high school, usually the officials, if you're standing underneath the basket, they don't give them the charge.
Long three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Cabrera.
Yeah, he's missed on his first 3.
Cabrera going to
Murphy
Cruz.
has.
Nadanki is out on the bench, getting some rest. Doesn't want to pick up a third foul. Long three-pointer by Cruz, no good. Misfires on the back of the rim. Jump ball.
This time Middletown will retain possession.
That's correct. In Middletown possession with 2:02 left to go.
Brandon Spencer showing his jumps up there.
So Alexander Miller coming in along with Sean Magby again for Valley Central. Since Nadanki has gone out, they've taken both big men out that have had foul trouble for Valley Central, and will go probably the rest of the way at 2:02 with this 5. Long shot off the glass from Middletown's Baker Jimenez. The 2-point jumper makes it a 6-point game, 24-18. Murphy looking to distribute the ball, gets it to Johnson. Johnson fakes and over to Taylor. Jarrell Taylor, we know,
Looking for
he is
exceptional
definitely
yet
a
affordable
threat.
live
Came alive
streaming
in the last
services for
6
your
minutes since
corporate
Ed
or
put his name
sports
out
event?
to the
Then
universe.
we've got you covered.
Further jump balls. Middletown will come out with it for the second half. So VC looking to get it up to a double-digit lead. They lead by 8. Taylor being played man-to-man. What a great move by Taylor. And Jimenez is going to make him earn it.
17 foul for the Midi Bears. Taylor's going to get to the free throw line. Meanwhile, Cakes and Pies, for the best tasting cakes and pies in the Hudson Valley, visit Cakes, that's the letter N, pies.com, or email the cake lady at cakesandpies.com. In addition, the Alcohol and Drug Abuse Council of Orange County, the annual Substance Abuse Prevention Poster Design and Essay Contest, open to all youth in Orange County, grades 1 through 12. Many cash prizes available for all ages. Information and application can be found at adacinfo.com and click on News and Events. Submissions accepted through February 16th, 2023.
So Taylor, Ed, completes the 2, makes it a 10-point game, 28-18. About a 1-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Chris Cruz has the ball in his hands. He gets it over to Culver. They're going to look to at least get 1 basket, if not 3 points. Culver recovers the batted away pass, goes in, picks up no good. They're going to get the ball out to Johnson. Johnson gets the ball going up. And now it's a jump ball on the rebound. Johnson rolls it off the backboard, and it comes off the front of the rim. A nice hustle by both teams. And with 13-4, the possession arrow goes to Middletown.
Johnson
Still
smacking his hands at midcourt, unhappy with the fact he couldn't convert.
happy with a 10-point lead, but yes, definitely not happy with not putting a layup in. At the buzzer, Cabrera makes it from a double digit, from a double digit to a 8-point game. So at the end of first half here at Middletown High School, the Vikings 28, the Middies 20. Go get something to eat. We'll be back with the conclusion of our second half. This game is not going anywhere right here on the 845 Sports Nation.
Today's game sponsored by Upstate Electric, specializing in electrical construction and maintenance. Our management team has over 130 years experience in the construction industry. From commercial to infrastructure, we perform at every level. A member of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, we are bonded and insured to do business throughout New York State. So the next time you're in need of electrical work, big or small, give us a call. Upstate Electric 845-565-2026, a certified women's business enterprise.
Looking for exceptional yet affordable live streaming services for your corporate or sports event? Then we've got you covered. At New View Multimedia, we specialize in live streaming and photography services that are designed to make your event a success. Utilizing the latest technology, we ensure that your live video reaches your audience in the highest quality, no matter where they watch. And with our beautiful editing and incredibly fast turnaround times, we ensure you can quickly market your product with confidence. Just visit newviewmultimedia.com today to learn more about how our customized solutions can work for you.
Today's game sponsored by Upstate Electric, specializing in electrical construction and maintenance. Our management team has over 130 years experience in the construction industry. From commercial to infrastructure, we perform at every level. A member of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, we are bonded and insured to do business throughout New York State. So the next time you're in need of electrical work, big or small, give us a call. Upstate Electric 845-565-2026, a certified women's business enterprise.
Looking for exceptional yet affordable live streaming services for your corporate or sports event? Then we've got you covered. At New View Multimedia, we specialize in live streaming and photography services that are designed to make your event a success. Utilizing the latest technology, we ensure that your live video reaches your audience in the highest quality, no matter where they watch. And with our beautiful editing and incredibly fast turnaround times, we ensure you can quickly market your product with confidence. Just visit newviewmultimedia.com today to learn more about how our customized solutions can work for you.
Today's game sponsored by Upstate Electric, specializing in electrical construction and maintenance. Our management team has over 130 years experience in the construction industry. From commercial to infrastructure, we perform at every level. A member of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, we are bonded and insured to do business throughout New York State. So the next time you're in need of electrical work, big or small, give us a call. Upstate Electric 845-565-2026, a certified women's business enterprise.
Looking for exceptional yet affordable live streaming services for your corporate or sports event? Then we've got you covered. At New View Multimedia, we specialize in live streaming and photography services that are designed to make your event a success. Utilizing the latest technology, we ensure that your live video reaches your audience in the highest quality, no matter where they watch. And with our beautiful editing and incredibly fast turnaround times, we ensure you can quickly market your product with confidence. Just visit newviewmultimedia.com today to learn more about how our customized solutions can work for you.
Today's game sponsored by Upstate Electric, specializing in electrical construction and maintenance. Our management team has over 130 years experience in the construction industry. From commercial to infrastructure, we perform at every level. A member of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, we are bonded and insured to do business throughout New York State. So the next time you're in need of electrical work, big or small, give us a call. Upstate Electric 845-565-2026, a certified women's business enterprise.
Looking for exceptional yet affordable live streaming services for your corporate or sports event? Then we've got you covered. At New View Multimedia, we specialize in live streaming and photography services that are designed to make your event a success. Utilizing the latest technology, we ensure that your live video reaches your audience in the highest quality, no matter where they watch. And with our beautiful editing and incredibly fast turnaround times, we ensure you can quickly market your product with confidence. Just visit newviewmultimedia.com today to learn more about how our customized solutions can work for you.
Ed Estrada and Matt Lawrence, along with our producer Ed Diller, and on camera John Ryan, bringing you all the action here from Middletown High School in our Section 9 game between the Vikings of Valley Central and the Middy Bears. About a minute left in here at halftime with the Vikings leading it 28-20, Matt.
Our game today brought to you by Upstate Electric, specializing in commercial construction and maintenance with over 130 years of experience. A member of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers and a certified women's enterprise. You can give Upstate Electric a call at 845-565-2026 or visit them on the web at upstateelectricny.com. And be sure to subscribe to 845 Sports Nation on YouTube at 845 Sports Nation 3. That is the number 3 at 845 Sports Nation 3. And visit 845sportsnation.com to get notified of our upcoming live streams throughout the winter season. Looking to broadcast your local corporate or sporting event, Newview Multimedia is the Hudson Valley's leader in streaming and photography. Visit newviewmultimedia.com for more information on making your next event a success. And for the best tasting cakes and pies in the Hudson Valley, visit cakesandpies.com or email thecakелady@cakesandpies.com. Ed, 8-point lead for the Vikings. You and I were sitting in here talking while we were at commercial. What does Middletown have to do right now to get back into this game?
I'd love to have been a fly on the wall in that Middletown locker room. Head coach Jim Kelly could not have been happy with the offensive performance of his team. Now, there were a bunch of shots that went halfway into the net and came right back out. But really, to me, it's been all the perimeter shooting. 4 3-pointers by the Vikings, led by Jarrell Taylor and Rayshawn Johnson. Rayshawn Johnson with 3 threes in this ball game, and he's got 3, 6, 9. He's got 15 points in this ball game with a 28 for the Vikings, and Middletown has not hit a 3-pointer yet.
Well, and also, what it was un-Middletown-like, because the other night, whether Green Tech had big men or not, and that changed their thought process. They were really getting to the boards the other night, and we've seen a few times here where Valley Central Viking has gone in untouched, grabbed a rebound, and puts the ball back up. So Ed Estrada giving us play-by-play for our second half here at Middletown High School.
Vikings with the basketball and an 8-point lead to start the second half. That's Jarrell Taylor with the basketball at the top of the key. Tries to drive it inside. Finds the freshman wide open after a little 360 in there, and he's got 3 points. That's Sean Magby, and it's a 10-point lead here. But Cabrera right back for Middletown, and something that didn't happen too many times in the first half, an easy basket for the Middy Bears.
So the defense forgot the ball was right underneath the basket for Middletown. They jumped out to the corner to try to defend it and then lost the player.
Taylor back outside, and the running jumper, that time by Kai Hugh, is off the mark. Middletown's Ziad Nadaki with the rebound, and here come the Middy Bears. Brandon Barrett into the ball game to start the second half. A new name here for the Middy Bears off the bench. Danke off the feed by Cruz, and right away the Middy Bears cut the lead to 6 at 30-24. Good recognition by Chris Cruz of the big man. 2-3 for Middletown. Rayshawn Johnson with the dribble inside the lane and back out to Jarrell Taylor. That's Kai Hugh from 3. Off the mark, Cabrera with the rebound. Middletown pushing the ball a lot more here in the second half. He tried to find Barrett.
Got lucky. Valley Central had that ball in their hands, and then for some reason that it ended up going out of bounds. Last touch by Valley Central. Middletown will get another shot.
See a lot more energy on Middletown offensively here to start the second half. Find Danke, the quick jump shot, no good. Got his own rebound and a third rebound before he finally gets the foul. Couldn't find the right place to sink that basket.
Padding the rebound stats. That's what we call that. He's got 2 rebounds on the same possession.
The foul's going to be on Rayshawn Johnson. That's his second. And Adanki will go to the free throw line.
And if you're Coach Frank Nutt, you probably don't have an issue with that because your big men are in foul trouble. So Johnson picks up his second in the third quarter.
And that's where you got to trust a player like Rayshawn Johnson and his basketball IQ to make sure he doesn't pick up an early third foul here in the second half.
We've seen that basketball IQ firsthand. So Nadanki trying to get this down to a 4-point lead.
Zia looking much better at the free throw line as compared to Tuesday, and we have a short whistle here. It's going to be a timeout on the floor. We'll have a couple of sponsorship breaks here on this 30-second timeout. Matt, take it away.
The Alcohol and Drug Abuse Council of Orange County is dedicated to addressing the public health crisis of alcohol and other drug dependence. For information about our prevention, recovery, or family support services, visit adacinfo.com or call 754-673-5903. Also brought to you by Vesuvio's Restaurant. At Vesuvio's Restaurant, our mission is to provide our customers with impeccable service through our graciousness, warmth, professionalism, and integrity in our work. You can reach Vesuvio's Restaurant by calling them at 845-565-3199, located at 300 DuPont Avenue in Newburgh, New York, or visit them on the web at Vesuvio's Restaurante. That is RISTORANTE.com.
So Middletown's cut into what was a 10-point lead for Valley Central. It's down to 4, 6:22. The long three-pointer by Taylor is no good.
Can't leave him open.
That deflected rebound finally comes down into the hands of Cabrera for Middletown. And the Mini Bears, that's Barrett from the outside. Misses on the three-pointer. Nice job by Cabrera on the rebound, but his hook shot is off the mark, and here come the Vikings. Taylor trying to bring it up court, and he gets called. He gets the foul by number 15, Cabrera, on the block.
So Cabrera didn't get set, tried to sidestep, trips him up. Unfortunate that they couldn't get the roll. Middletown on the other side, but Valley Central takes full advantage of that, Ed, and goes down. Now they're going to get free throws.
Terrell Taylor. Some of the Middletown players complaining that he was on the ground when the foul happened.
He didn't get a chance to go up. If you prevent someone from going up, they're still going to get to the foul line.
Taylor's first shot is off the mark.
It's got to be that basket, Ed. Has to be that
Might
basket.
be. We had the same issue on Tuesday. And the second one
Way
off
off
the mark for what's historically a really good shooter in Jarrell Taylor.
Cruz with a great look. That's his
second time in this quarter that Chris Cruz has eyed one of his players, this time Cabrera. That's his 4th point of the third quarter. And all of a sudden, the Mini Bears have cut the lead down to 2. And they stay in the zone. Jarrell Taylor at the top of the key finds Rayshawn Johnson for 3. Nothing but net.
How do you defend that?
And right off the mark, we're going to go into a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here right at Middletown High School. The first points of the second half for Rayshawn Johnson.
And just a reminder, if you're enjoying our broadcast all season long, be sure to subscribe to 845 Sports Nation on YouTube at 845 Sports Nation 3. And visit 845sportsnation.com to get notified of our upcoming live streams throughout this entire winter season. Ed, basketball season heating up. Game is heating up. We look like an 8 or 10 point game going into halftime, and then Coach Jim Kelly pushes a couple buttons, and here we are now. It was a 2-point, but again, a little bit tighter, better defense by Middletown.
And they found their footing on offense. Really from the assist off of Mr. Cruz, who's found a couple of nice bounce passes deep in the lane, one to Cabrera, one to Ziad Nadanki. It's a 5-point lead. And a steal by Taylor as he drives to the basket, gets fouled by Cruz. The ball does not go through the net, and so Taylor, for the second time, after going 0 for 2 on his last trip to the line, will head right back to the free throw line.
So Chris Cruz, he picks up his first foul, and the team foul number 2. The one thing I can say about each team, they're not really giving free baskets. You steal the ball, you go down, they're going to make you pay for it, go up to the line, and try and make them both.
This time Taylor converts on his first free throw. 5:23 remaining here in the second half, in the third quarter, that is, at Middletown High School. Both free throws good by Taylor, and now the lead's back up to 7 after Middletown had brought it within 2. 2-3 zone here for Valley Central. There's the three-pointer by Chris Cruz, and we all know here at Middletown High School that's a Cruz missile to cut the lead to 4 for Valley Central.
So you got 2 3-pointers on the other side as well. There's Rayshawn Johnson. It's off the mark. Rebound.
And this time number 30, Mike Fullerton with the rebound. Cruz off of the last three-pointer. Probably feeling it a little bit better here. Cruz driving to the basket. Ziad Nadanki gets the basket off the offensive rebound and the foul.
And that's his 6th point of the quarter, looking to complete a 3-point play.
For Kai Hugh, that's his first second-team foul for Valley Central here in the second half. All of a sudden, Ziad Nadanki with an opportunity to cut this deficit to 1 for Middletown.
So
Good free
much better.
throw.
So much better than Tuesday night on that. You can see the rotation on the ball. He's in line with that shot.
That's his 7th point from the free throw line this evening, and it's 35-34 Valley Central. Murphy back out to Hugh. Jarrell Taylor trying to drive into the lane. Short jumper is no good. Fullerton with the rebound, and Middletown's off and running again.
They can go up for the first time since the first quarter if they get a basket here. Looking to feed it into Nadanki. Does not go. Nadanki
Cruz
calling for it again.
Chris Cruz on the interception there by Jarrell Taylor. His drive no good. Rebound by Barrett.
Great defense.
And
another
once
steal.
again, Taylor, and gets the foul. Boy, Taylor's just all over the place defensively. Quick hands. That's at least his 3rd steal.
That's his
here
3rd
in the
steal
third
of
quarter.
the third quarter. Looks like the old Oakland Raiders. The stick-em on his hand. Every ball that goes near him, he just swipes it out of the air and goes the other way.
So Barrett, that's his 1st foul. 3rd on Middletown here in the second half. Taylor's first one is good. And after missing his initial 2 free throws here in the third quarter, he's responded with 3 straight from the line. Entering the game for Valley Central is Armando Perez, replacing Kai Hugh. Hugh had 1 opportunity on a 3-pointer that came up short. Taylor's second free throw, front rims it. Carrera with the rebound, and it stays 36-34 in favor of Valley Central.
Halfway gone, 3:50
Barrett,
left to go.
long three-pointer by Cruz, in and out. Nadanki with the rebound gets fouled on his way up, and Ziad will go right back to the free throw line trying to tie this ball game up. And if that's on number 20, Tyler Persaud,
It's 5.
that might be it.
That is 5 on Persaud.
Yeah, that's it. Tyler Persaud with a short night here at Middletown High School with his 5th personal foul. And into the ball game comes Donovan Davis as his replacement, with Nadanki trying to tie the ball game up at the line.
And for the best tasting cakes and pies in the Hudson Valley, you can visit cakesandpies.com or email the cake lady at cakesandpies.com. And if you're looking to broadcast your local sporting or corporate event, New View Multimedia is the Hudson Valley's leader in streaming and photography. Visit newviewmultimedia.com for more information on making your next event a success.
Nadanki makes both, and we are all tied up with 3:45 remaining here in the third quarter between Valley Central and Middletown.
I always say, you know what that smells like, right? Overtime.
Taylor with the basketball off the right wing, back towards the middle of the court. Perez now with the basketball. Cruz just essentially letting him try to shoot from the outside if he wants to. That's the guy that you don't want. But this time, Rayshawn Johnson drives to the basket, gets his own rebound, misses on the short jumper, unusual for Rayshawn Johnson. Middletown with an opportunity to take the lead.
I tell you what, though.
Barrett from 3. Nothing but net. Brandon Barrett with his first points of the game came at an opportune time, giving Middletown a lead for the first time since early in this ball game.
Valley Central passing the ball around much more than they have been, not relying on the shot, just not getting the results, Ed. They're moving the ball well, driving to the basket, and Taylor just all over
Double
the court.
team, Nadanki with the rebound off the missed opportunity by Taylor. And Middletown will try to extend this 3-point lead with 2.5 remaining here in the third quarter. Cabrera back outside, Cruz to Fullerton. Barrett almost looked like he was going to try it again. Tried to drive to the basket, gets a foul call against number 14, and that's Armando Perez, his first of the ball game, and third on Valley Central here in the second half.
So guarding Nadanki right now, Donovan Davis. Davis has 2 fouls. It's a good matchup for Valley Central. He's about the same size, but gives up a lot in body to Nadanki.
Cruz off the mark that time. Rayshawn Johnson over to Taylor from 3. No good. Nadanki, a rebound machine here in the second half. Here comes Cruz driving to the basket. Gets the foul call, but it's going to be offensive foul that time as Cruz initiated the contact on the drive, and Valley Central will get the ball right back. Second personal on Chris Cruz, 4th on Middletown here in the second half.
I will tell you this, I know this officiating crew very well. Chris Cruz has to be quiet. You cannot question the foul call by the official on the floor. And that's what Jim Kelly's telling him right now. Took him out of the game, sat him at the end of the bench, told him to be quiet. Nice job by Jim Kelly.
Into the ball game now, Baker Jimenez joining Barrett at the top of that 2-3 zone. Taylor with the basketball. That's Perez. Tried to go up with the 3. This time, cross-court pass to Taylor for 3. Nothing but net. And the Vikings tie it right back up off the Jarrell Taylor three-pointer. 1:40 remaining, all tied at 39 here in the third. Barrett to Fullerton. Trying to find Nadanki, back to Barrett.
Being patient.
Bounce pass inside to Nadanki. Almost stolen by Rayshawn Johnson near the baseline.
Johnson was out of bounds, came back in first to touch it. Nice job, though. They're trying to front and back Nadanki because he's just a monster in this third quarter.
Nice pass off the inbounds, but Nadanki couldn't convert. Here comes Taylor and the Vikings. Nice crossover dribble, and it ends with a layup for Jarrell Taylor. And the Vikings are back up, and we're going to have a 30-second timeout. We'll take a break here on 845 Sports Nation.
Today's game sponsored by Upstate Electric, specializing in electrical construction and maintenance. Our management team has over 130 years experience in the construction industry. From commercial to infrastructure, we perform at every level. A member of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, we are bonded and insured to do business throughout New York State. So the next time you're in need of electrical work, big or small, give us a call. Upstate Electric, 845-565-2026, a certified women's business enterprise.
Back here at Middletown High School, Ed Estrada and Matt Lawrence. And Matt, big third quarter here offensively for Middletown, though the Vikings still have that 2-point lead.
And, the talk before the game was Rayshawn Johnson. This third quarter's been all about Jarrell Taylor and Ziad Nadanki. 2 big forces and complete opposite games for each other. If they can't find a way to stop Taylor, he's going to take this game over.
And off the timeout, Chris Cruz still remains on the bench here for Middletown, getting a breather here in the third quarter. 1:15 remaining in the third. Valley Central up 41-39. They've led for most of the ball game, although Middletown briefly had a lead here in the third quarter, and they have the basketball.
Middletown showing a lot of resilience coming back from an 8-point and a 10-point lead, and now cutting it down to 2.
Fullerton still with the basketball. Finds Cabrera near the free throw line, who tried to turn around and find Nadanki.
Jump ball, it remains to Middletown.
Giving a warning on the far side to both players who were
That's good
having
hard
a nice
play.
competitive
That's good
battle.
hard
Absolutely.
play. Yeah, absolutely.
Baker Jimenez will inbound the basketball for Middletown. Under a minute left, 53.1 seconds here in the third quarter.
They're going to look to get the ball inside to Nadanki. He
Turn
spins.
around.
Nice move.
Nice job by Nadanki. We're all tied up.
Nadanki with a great move down low. He's got good footwork for a big man.
Every ball Middletown tries to get into him seems to get tipped even a little bit. But nevertheless, we're all tied.
Trying to get this
passing.
And trying to get
Murphy
this perimeter
from
shooter
three.
going.
No good. Rebound for Cabrera.
I'm telling you, it's this side of the court.
Murphy hasn't hit yet from the outside. He's had about 4 attempts so far. Fullerton with the basketball. Approaching 20 seconds left here in the third, and we're all tied up. Jimenez over to Fullerton. Closely guarded on the play by Kai Hugh. Fullerton back out for Cabrera's three-point opportunity. No good. And
Great.
Good positioning by number 23, Donovan Davis, who
Great
comes
box
down
out.
with the rebound.
Great box out. He took Nadanki right out of the game.
Launches from midcourt as the time was expiring. And that's the end of the third quarter. Some headway here for Middletown in that quarter. We're all tied at 41. We're going to take a break here on 845 Sports Nation.
Looking for exceptional yet affordable live streaming services for your corporate or sports event? Then we've got you covered. At New View Multimedia, we specialize in live streaming and photography services that are designed to make your event a success. Utilizing the latest technology, we ensure that your live video reaches your audience in the highest quality, no matter where they watch. And with our beautiful editing and incredibly fast turnaround times, we ensure you can quickly market your product with confidence. Just visit newviewmultimedia.com today to learn more about how our customized solutions can work for you.
Back here at Middletown High School, Ed Estrada, Matt Lawrence bringing you all the action. Ed Diller, our producer, and Mr. John Ryan behind the camera. All tied up at 41, Matt.
3 quarters played, we're at 0-0 again. Everything that they've left on the court so far, no one has the advantage, and that's kind of where you want it to be after 3 quarters. You're going to leave everything out here, Ed, in the last quarter. The only disadvantage, Valley Central in a little bit of foul trouble.
37 of the 41 points between Rayshawn Johnson, who has 20, and Jarrell Taylor, who has 17.
Amazing.
Middletown from the 2-3, a little bit more aggressive in that 2-3. It's extended out a little bit more.
And Cruz
with
is out.
Brandon Barrett.
And Cruz is out here to start the 4th quarter. Murphy
Trying
goes
to
inside.
drive.
Yep.
Was number 24, finds Rayshawn Johnson. The challenge shot, boy.
He
You
is
can't
tough.
play better defense
It's
on
just tough.
Rayshawn Johnson, and yet he comes away with it.
It's
22
hard
points.
to defend. It's hard to defend.
And
there he is
Taylor
again.
once again with the deflection, hands it off to Taylor to the drive.
Nice
They
defense.
come up short. Fullerton with the basketball. Coach Kelly was trying to get him to rush the basketball way up. It's going to be a held ball. Possession arrow for Valley Central, but that clock wasn't changed. That should be Middletown because Valley Central inbounded the basketball to start the quarter.
You are correct, Ed.
That's Middletown's basketball. They just never changed the shot clock.
You are correct.
I mean, that possession clock on the other side. So Middletown will have the basketball down by 2, 7-11 remaining here in regulation.
And the officials never go by the arrow because we're all human and we forget. They always keep it in their pocket. Nadanki.
Yeah, Nadanki, double team. Turnaround
Nice,
jumper
nice
is good.
jumper. What a soft touch for
Over
the big
Donovan
man.
Davis.
What a soft touch.
That's 21 points now for Nadanki. He's matching Rayshawn Johnson. Johnson's
Not anymore.
little floater from 15 feet out off the right wing is good. And 45-43 for Valley Central.
This is where your big players are going to shine right here in the 4th quarter.
Cruz.
He hesitated. It was probably cost him.
That's always tough on a three-point shooter when you have to hesitate for the shot. Here comes Johnson once again. Taylor from 3. Nothing but net for the Vikings. And all of a sudden, that tie ball game to start the quarter has turned into a VC 5-point lead.
Courtesy of 2 points by Rashawn and 3 points by Taylor. And again, just
Barrett
hard
tried
to
to find
defend.
Cabrera, threw the ball away, and they're going to call a foul against Valley Central this time, reaching in.
I think it's going to be against Kai Hugh, number 15.
That's Hughes' third, and the 14th foul for Valley Central. Here in the fourth, Middletown doesn't want to lose too much ground here because it's tough to come back when you got two offensive threats on the other side in Taylor and Johnson.
Middletown's passes have to be a little bit more crisp with Taylor playing outside. He's got a long span.
Cruz drives to the basket, blocked on the play by Donovan Davis. And Valley Central trying to re-extend its lead. Taylor tried to find somebody, number 24 in the corner, Alex Miller.
He split two of his teammates, and each teammate thought the other one was going to catch it.
And I think they tried to rush offensively knowing that Nadanki was trailing.
Correct. And how funny is that? He's not playing defense, and he still affects the play.
Yeah, but when you got a 5-point lead, you have an opportunity to set up. But nevertheless, Middletown now with the basketball down by 5.
Well, they remind us every day why they're high school. They're still kids. Middletown trying to cut in a 5-point lead. They have to secure the ball. Too many turnovers in the end of the third quarter and beginning of the fourth.
Now, most of the third quarter, Valley Central was in the zone. Now they're back to man-to-man, which worked in the first half. The shot was blocked by Valley Central. Middletown getting the loose balls, but finally coming down with it is Alex Miller.
Great hands by VC going after the ball, swatting it away.
5:25 remaining here in regulation. Valley Central with a 5-point lead and the basketball. Middletown in the 2-3. They've been in it defensively for the entirety of this ball game.
You cannot leave Taylor open from there.
In and out for Taylor. And they're going to call a foul this time against, I believe, Miller. First team foul on Miller. Sixth team foul now for the Vikings. So the next Valley Central foul will send Middletown, unless it's an offensive foul, will send Middletown to the free throw line shooting 1-1. But more importantly, down by 5, the Middy Bears need a good offensive possession.
Coach Frank Nutt not happy with the foul calls in this entire second half.
Cruz thought about it, but instead finds Nadanki. And it looks like the basket went in. What a shot by Ziad Nadanki. And I think the foul's going to be number 3 for Rayshawn Johnson. What a shot for Nadanki.
And be sure to subscribe to 845 Sports Nation on YouTube at 845 Sports Nation 3. And visit 845sportsnation.com to get notified of our upcoming live streams throughout this entire winter sports season.
And there's a technical foul. You called it before, Matt. Coach Nutt was not happy with the way the foul calls have been going here in the second half. And he gets teed up.
You can't do that in a 3-point.
He did get a warning.
But you can't do that in a 3-point game.
Yeah, and he
can't do it.
I was watching the whole time while you were reading the sponsorship. And
so Nadanki,
referee Siegel gave him an opportunity, then told him to hold it, and he didn't.
I came into refereeing with Mike Siegel. Mike is one of the top officials in New York State. He's going to let you get to a certain point, and then he's going to tell you to stop.
Yeah,
and if you don't stop, that was your signal. So Nadanki completes the 3-point play. Now they have 2. They could tie this game and get the ball back at midcourt.
And the 2 big guys here so far, Rayshawn Johnson and Ziad Nadanki, both have 24.
Look who's shooting the foul shots. Very, very rare that you put your center on the line to shoot 2 foul shots.
And with that point, Nadanki takes over the scoring lead in this ball game. He's got 25. Middletown will get possession because of the technical fouls, which is why you don't see, these are the personal fouls, but you don't see any players down low because Middletown will get possession. The tee happened after the foul.
Right here in front of us. They'll get it opposite the scorer's table, right in front of us.
So a big turn of events here. Before all this started, there was a 5-point lead by
And you got Nadanki
Valley
scoring
Central with a
the two.
three-pointer.
Well, he scores the two, and then 3 consecutive foul shots. We're all tied, and Middletown has possession.
Yep.
That is a 7-point swing on one. If they score, that's a 7 or 8-point swing. It could be on one possession.
Valley Central crowd yelling defense. That's swatted away.
Taylor.
And the ball goes out of bounds, but they are going to call the foul on Cruz.
Cruz better be quiet as well.
Yeah. Ball goes out of bounds, and Valley Central retain possession. Chris Cruz gets his 3rd foul, and the ball will get inbounded. Jarrell Taylor comes out of the ball game. Probably to get a little breather here with 4.5.
Well, you figure it's a tie game, 48-48. He's probably your best shooter.
And
Looks
I think
like
he's hurt a little
yeah,
bit.
he's
because,
nursing something.
Yeah, one of the coaches is taking Taylor off to the sideline. We'll keep an eye on that. That's Perez from the outside. Almost thought about taking it. Miller from the outside misses. And nobody's been scoring other than Rayshawn Johnson and Jarrell Taylor. And now with Taylor on the bench, that limits it just to Johnson.
I'll take my chances with Rayshawn Johnson out there by himself. He does have other teammates. He creates better players.
Nadanki almost put it down once again. He's going to get the foul call this time. Donovan Davis. It's number 3 on Davis. And Nadanki back at the free throw line.
The annual Substance Abuse Prevention Poster Design and Essay Contest open to all youth in Orange County, grades 1 through 12. Many cash prizes available for all ages. Information and applications can be found at adacinfo.com and click on News and Events. Submissions accepted through February 16, 2023.
First miss by Nadanki in a long time from the free throw line, and he'll try to convert the second one to try to give Middletown a lead here with 4 minutes remaining in regulation. Second one is nothing but net. And Middletown with a 49-48 lead. That was 48-43 in favor of Valley Central just a couple of minutes ago.
Extended defense right here. Without Taylor in the game, they're looking at Johnson. Culver's going to pick that one up.
Only the second one for Culver.
But the 6th foul. So every foul from here on in is shooting. It just put Valley Central into 1-1 for the next.
Every Middletown foul will be a 1-1 for Valley Central. Every Valley Central foul will now be 2 points for Middletown as they're in a double bonus.
If you're Nadanki, you just got to stay high. He's getting really low here. Just stay high. Keep your hands up in the air.
Really only one offensive player here for Valley Central in the game right now.
Well, offensive threat.
Offensive threat.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing is the offensive threat.
Held ball that's going to go stay with Valley Central. They have the possession arrow as off the inbounds. Mike Culver did a nice job tying up the Valley Central player.
And it's not that any of them can't score. It's just there's nobody in the game besides Johnson that has points on the board. Even the big man has no points for Valley Central.
Three-pointer no good. Rebounded by Cabrera, and here comes Middletown. That's Bauernfein. Hands it off to Culver. Culver bringing it up court.
And I believe it's the first time
Inside
Middies
to Nadanki.
and the Middies have the ball and the lead.
One-on-one. Loses a nice job reaching in that time by number 14.
It's going to be Nadanki.
Armando Perez. Foul's going to be called on Nadanki of Middletown trying to pick up the loose ball after he got stripped by Armando Perez. And
it's an offensive foul, so there is no shooting.
so Valley Central down by 1, 3.5 remaining in regulation here at Middletown High School. A big matchup here when it comes down to seeding later in the year in the AA tournament in Section 9.
And here comes Taylor. Taylor getting ready to check back in for the last 3 minutes of the game.
Almost stolen by Cruz. Rayshawn Johnson, top of the key.
See, they're keeping a big eye on Johnson here.
Perez. Now they got wide open Hugh. Couldn't take the shot. Driving the baseline.
Got to watch the big man inside.
And now a 3-second call by the big guy, number 23. Donovan Davis.
Somebody needed to charge him rent in that. As soon as
You were making that
stepped,
call.
yeah, as soon as Nadanki stepped out, I'm saying, watch this big man. He's renting the lane.
We're going to have a timeout on the floor. 49-48 Middletown. 3 minutes left in regulation. We'll take a break here on 845 Sports Nation.
Today's game sponsored by Upstate Electric, specializing in electrical construction and maintenance. Our management team has over 130 years experience in the construction industry. From commercial to infrastructure, we perform at every level. A member of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, we are bonded and insured to do business throughout New York State. So the next time you're in need of electrical work, big or small, give us a call. Upstate Electric 845-565-2026, a certified women's business enterprise.
Strada and Matt Lawrence. Behind the scenes, Mr. Ed Diller and John Ryan. And Matt, 3:04 remaining in this ball game, and Middletown with a 1-point lead.
Well, I think we've seen a tale of two teams here. We've seen Middletown come out, not play so well in the first half, keep it close. But now in the second half, third quarter, they played inspired. And I think Valley Central fell asleep a little bit. Their big scores, it took over. Johnson kind of took a second seat to Terrell Taylor.
Yeah, and when Taylor went to the bench recently, we thought they're going to feed Johnson the entire. We haven't seen Johnson really touch the basketball offensively for Valley Central.
Well, this is prime time right now. Your last 3 minutes of the game, Taylor's back in the game, Rashawn Johnson's in the game, Cruz is in the game, Cabrera and Nadanki. These are your prime players right now.
And this matchup here between Cruz and Taylor, Taylor's been able to come away with a couple of steals. Nadanki turns around, drives to the basket, and lays it home to give Middletown a 3-point lead.
How do you defend that? 6'8" and that light on his feet.
He faked the pass and did the little turnaround to drive to the basket. That's Kai Hugh now. Over to Johnson from the far side for the tie, no good. Nadanki with the rebound, and with 2.5 remaining, Middletown looking to extend on their 3-point lead.
You can't leave Johnson open. He's going to knock those down. Taylor as well.
Culver with the basketball. Nice pass to Cruz down low. And Middletown with its biggest lead of this ball game. They're up by 5 with 2:18 remaining. Almost stolen by Cruz. Taylor comes up with the basketball, and Valley Central needs a basket here.
Taylor about to pull up from there.
Hugh from 3. No good. Rebound off the hands, out of bounds. No, they keep it in bounds, but it's saved over to Middletown. And a big possession here defensively for the Vikings, down by 5.
It sure is, because you can make this more than a 2-possession game right now with 1:50 left to go. They're under 2 minutes. They're going to take this clock down.
Middletown playing with the basketball at the top of the circle. Culver turns around for 3, no good. Rebound by the big guy, Donovan Davis.
God,
and here come the Vikings.
You got to get that ball into your big man when you want a basket there.
Timeout this time is going to be called by Valley Central. We'll see if that's a 30-second or a full timeout. It's a full timeout, so we'll take a full-time break. 53-48 Middletown on 845 Sports Nation.
State Electric, specializing in electrical construction and maintenance. Our management team has over 130 years experience in the construction industry. From commercial to infrastructure, we perform at every level. A member of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, we are bonded and insured to do business throughout New York State. So the next time you're in need of electrical work, big or small, give us a call. Upstate Electric 845-565-2026, a certified women's business enterprise.
Welcome back to Middletown High School for the conclusion of this fantastic game by Middletown and Valley Central. Just a reminder that today's game being brought to you by Vesuvio's Restaurant. Vesuvio's Restaurant, our mission is to provide our customers with impeccable service through our graciousness, warmth, professionalism, and integrity in our work. You can reach Vesuvio's by calling 845-565-3199, located at 300 DuPont Avenue in Newburgh, New York, or visit them on the web at Vesuvio's Restaurante. That is RISTORANTE.com. Ed, the most important possession right now for either team.
1:33 remaining in regulation. Middletown has taken somewhat control here late in the fourth quarter. They're up 53-48.
But two big shooters looming at large right now for Valley Central.
So they'll inbound the basketball. You're looking at Jarrell Taylor or Rayshawn Johnson here for Valley Central. They're leading scorers.
And Johnson posted on the foul line almost the entire game.
He's been quiet here in the fourth quarter. We'll see if that changes. The basket stops, finds Davis inside, and he gets fouled. A nice job by Jarrell Taylor finding his big guy down low. Looks like Ziad Nadenki might be getting called with a foul, and it is, and that's his fourth. Might not mean anything here in the fourth quarter, but if we get into any overtime situation, that fourth foul could come into play. So Donovan Davis at the free throw line, his team down by 5. Sorely needs to make these 2 with 1:19 remaining. He answers the call on the first one.
Still timeouts on both sides, so this game is far from over.
Gets a friendly shooter's bounce on the second free throw. 53-50, one-possession game. A little pressure in the front court by Valley Central. Bauernfein brings it all across half court. Ziad Nadenki down low to Cabrera. What a pass by the big guy. Cabrera converts, and it's 55-50. Middletown, 1 minute remaining here in regulation.
I'm surprised Taylor didn't just pull that right there. That's the best look he's had.
Back out to Taylor, the long three, no good. Rebound by Cabrera. Culver, long pass down to Cruz. Drives the basket, lays it home, and it's a 7-point lead for Middletown. 40 seconds remaining. Valley Central needs to score quick here. It's a 3-possession game. Taylor driving to the basket, back out to Johnson. His three-pointer, no good, in and out. Ziad Nadenki with the rebound, and the Middy Bears smell victory here at Middletown High School with a 7-point lead, and a foul called against Valley Central. Coach Nutt for VC still unhappy about all these foul calls here in the second half.
Against Kai Hugh, that is his third, but it's a 2-shot foul. Chris Cruz going to go to the line. And right now we saw what plagued Middletown in the first half was the long shot has been plaguing Valley Central in this last 3 minutes. But
we have not. That was one of the few times Rayshawn Johnson has shot the basketball here in the fourth quarter.
I was just going to say that. In the last quarter and a half.
At a time when Taylor went out on the bench, and we still didn't hear Johnson's name too much on offense. So some missed opportunities here in the fourth quarter for the Vikings.
And Rayshawn Johnson, the player that he is, you expect him to take over at that point in time. And he's been doing a great job dishing, but nobody else has been putting points on the board between him and Taylor. Now, Donovan Davis goes to the line and gets a big 2. But you need that shooting from Rayshawn Johnson.
If you remember, there was a point in time when we said there were 24 points each by Ziad Nadenki and Rayshawn Johnson. Nadenki now has 29, and Johnson still at his 24. But here come the Vikings. 8-point lead for Middletown. Closely guarded by Fullerton. Taylor with the basketball, driving to the basket, and it's stolen down low. Here comes Cruz, ready for the exclamation point. Missed by Middletown on the alley-oop dunk, which you really didn't need. But here come the Vikings and Taylor. Kai Hugh gets fouled on the opportunity. What an exclamation
Look at a big smile on his. Look at a smile on his face. He knew it. He knew that he wanted to throw that one down. The whole gym saw that.
Even I said out loud, here comes the exclamation point.
And we're going to go to the replay for that. You can see Nadenki coming down and looking for the ball.
Just went off his hands.
Yeah, he's on his way down. And the ball goes up in here, and he just misses it. And then laughs for the next 15 seconds because he knows those opportunities don't come often.
So Hugh misses the first of his free throws. 2 seconds left in this ball game. Middletown's going to come away with a big Section 9 win when it comes to seeding time. Cabrera with the rebound, and that'll do it here at Middletown High School. 58-50, Middletown comes away with the win. They go to 6-5 overall, and they continue to dominate in Section 9 basketball.
And next week, our next game, Tuesday night, big Section 9 game here against Kingston. And right here at 5 o'clock start again.
And before that, they have Monroe on Saturday as well.
But our next game live.
We'll take a quick break here at 845 Sports Nation from Middletown High School with the Middy Bears defeating Valley Central 58-50.
Looking for exceptional yet affordable live streaming services for your corporate or sports event? Then we've got you covered. At New View Multimedia, we specialize in live streaming and photography services that are designed to make your event a success. Utilizing the latest technology, we ensure that your live video reaches your audience in the highest quality, no matter where they watch. And with our beautiful editing and incredibly fast turnaround times, we ensure you can quickly market your product with confidence. Just visit newviewmultimedia.com today to learn more about how our customized solutions can work for you.
Back at Middletown High School, we're going to recap a 58-50 game, a very spirited win for Middletown, who was trailing for most of this game. Ed, synopsis, give us a quick 30 seconds on what you saw here today.
I think it was all about the fourth quarter, and in the fourth quarter, Middletown found their star. Valley Central did not. Ziad Nadanki, at one point in time, was trailing as the overall scorer here with Rayshawn Johnson with 24 points up until early in the fourth quarter, and then all of a sudden, Ziad got hot. Game ends, Ziad Nadanki with 29 points. Rayshawn Johnson still has the same 24 that he started the fourth quarter with.
I don't think this is over, though. I think you're going to see a lot more of not only Ziad Nadanki, but you're going to see more of number 12, Jarrell Taylor, and you're going to see Rayshawn Johnson. Nobody talk coaches when you talk about some of the best players in Section 9. Everybody spouts out one big name, and that's Rayshawn Johnson.
This is a talented Valley Central team.
The most talented I've seen in years.
They've only had one bad loss to Lourdes. The other games all close to the ones they've lost. Monroe Woodbury was a 4-point loss. This game came down to the wire here against Middletown. And then Warwick, they lost with 26 seconds left. Warwick hit a three-pointer. Right now, the Wildcats are sitting 10-0 on the year. So this Valley Central team is going to make some noise in the Section 9 tournament. But that's why this game was very important for seeding purposes later on in the year.
So again, we're back next Tuesday night, 5 p.m. start, Middletown versus Kingston, right here from Middletown High School. It's been Ed Estrada, Matt Lawrence bringing you all the action. Ed Diller behind our production, John Ryan on the camera. If you can't make it to the game, make sure you make it to Sports Nation 845, sportsnation.com. You can also get notified of our upcoming live streams throughout the winter season. Thanks for joining us. See you next Tuesday night right here at Middletown High School.